Previously on HomeStarWinner.com.
And now, the conclusion.
So Peter catches up with Gwen, and then proceeds to make a complete and utter fool of himself.
Everything's a mess. Everything's insane. My dad, my mom, everything I thought about them, lies.
Stop.
Lies. Nothing makes any sense anymore. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with Harry. I wanna save him because he's my best pal.
Stop.
And what if my blood works? But what if it doesn't? I don't know. I got no idea.
Oh, God.
Peter, stop.
The only thing I keep coming back to, Gwen, is...
Miss Stacy? Should I take you upstairs?
Wah.
I'm at my last interview for Oxford.
I'm sorry that everything's
Peter, can you just wait
happening
for 1 second? Peter, what do you want to say to me? What's the one thing?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're on different paths right now. You know, I don't know. Maybe we're just going different ways.
Well, yeah, but have you ever heard of long-distance relationships? I mean, people in the military do it all the time, and hell, even with students it happens. Here's how it works, Peter. You can call her. You can text her. You can Skype with her. You can write her a letter. My point is, just because she's going to England doesn't mean this has to be the end for you two. And you're supposed to be smart. Are you really that thick that you can't just say, yeah, we can make this work? You can't even do that. Not even for Gwen. So with another fit of rage, Peter manages to find hidden in his dad's calculator subway tokens.
He took a deep breath every morning at 7 o'clock. Came home at 6 o'clock every evening.
Thanks, guys. It's not like I have the memory of a fly. I remember her saying the thing about the subway. So Peter manages to find out more about Roosevelt, how it's a secret subway station that anyone can easily find on the internet. So how is it no one has found this place again? Back to Harry. Felicia, reveals that they actually kept the venom of the spiders, and that it's in the Oscorp building in somewhere called Special Projects. Okay, how does she know that?
I overheard Lincoln talking with one of our security heads.
Why would they be talking about that where anyone could hear them? So with his newfound knowledge, Harry does some snooping and finds some leftover footage of that scene with Electro.
And then I'm gonna kill the light, so everyone in this city is gonna know how it feels to live in my world. A world without power. A world without Spider-Man.
Oh, that was why that scene was there. So it wasn't entirely pointless after all. But the jackass guy from before somehow fires Harry and just lets him find his own way out.
You'll be sorry!
Back with Peter as he manages to find Roosevelt and puts a token in the machine. Nothing happens. Movie over. No, not really. It turns out that under this subway station was a working separate subway car that was apparently Richard's lab. And luckily enough, even after all these years, the electricity still works. See, I told you that'd be important later. Meanwhile, Harry goes to Ravencroft, takes out the guards, and yes, in case you were wondering, the scene is just going to keep jumping back and forth between these two. Harry finds Electro and manages to strike a deal with him.
You could possibly know what I want.
You submitted the design for the grid, and they stole it. And now you want it back. You just want to take back what's yours. And then once you shut down the grid, Spider-Man will come to you, and I want you to make it bleed.
Give me one reason why I should trust you.
Because I need you.
You need me.
Yes. I need you.
You need me.
Yes. I need you. Please. I know what it's like to be thrown away. Please, Max. I need you. I need you.
Get it? He needs him. It's ironic. So Peter goes out and gets a message from Gwen, saying she got into Oxford, and she's leaving early, like right now for an early summer thing. And she decides to break up with him. Again. Over the phone. Bitch.
And I know some of you are going to try to tell me, well, he didn't have any cell phone service in the subway, so she had to leave a message. And to that I say, he sure did get great service in the sewer in the first movie!
Betrayal!
So meanwhile, Harry and Electro go up to talk to the jackass guy.
I want in to Special
How dare you come back in here? You recalcitrant, unworthy, defective urch freaks.
And after the easiest survival without a defibrillator, the guy agrees to take Harry to special projects.
What is all this stuff?
An attempt to make people come see this movie in hopes they might see the owners of this crap. The guy injects Harry without using a tourniquet, and there go those side effects Peter was talking about. This painful transformation sequence will require the removal of my shirt! Oh dear God! There are people with epilepsy out there, you know. Watching a scene might have made some people watching us in the theater have a seizure. Harry puts on the barely established suit as we cut back to Gwen, where Peter takes another note out of Batman's book and writes on a giant bridge, and literally sweeps Gwen off her feet.
So, here's my thought. England, both of us. I'm following you now. I'm just gonna follow you everywhere. I mean, they got crime there. In England, they got tons of crime, it seems.
Tons.
And what about Aunt May? Are you really going to leave her in New York all alone? But the plot finally gets moving again as Electro cuts the power to the whole city. Gwen and Peter go to a cop to get his web shooters magnetized to make it so Electro can't fry them again.
Try. Hurry. Okay, works, good.
Peter goes off to try to fight Electro, but not before he webs Gwen to a car. Dick.
Sir, there were 2 inbound flights on intersecting paths.
Time to impact.
4.5 minutes?
Clock it right now.
Boy, it sure is convenient she just happened to have an old-fashioned stopwatch right there. So now, in a pretty decent action scene, Spidey and Electro start to fight until Electro, and I couldn't make this up if I tried, gains the upper hand by playing a dubstep version of the Itsy Bitsy Spider.
I hate this song!
But Gwen arrives to save Peter's spider ass and is vehement on helping him. Also, remember those planes? Oh, there they are.
60 seconds to impact.
Sure has been a long 3.5 minutes and I'm not wearing a watch. Gwen turns the power back on, which overloads Electro and kills him. I want to repeat that. Spider-Man kills him. Without a second thought. He doesn't even say, sorry it had to happen, just, move on. And now back with the planes, as they find the snakes on board, everyone was raptured and Nicolas Cage was left alone right as Robert Pattinson was in the World Trade Center. Oh wait, wrong movie.
LaGuardia, tower turn immediately to heading 280.
You have incoming traffic. I repeat, 280. Defend immediately.
Oh, phew. That was a real nail biter. I mean, no one we knew almost died. Seriously, what was the point of that? Just add some extra unnecessary drama? We already have the drama. Electro has knocked out the power. If they don't fix it, there'll be no power. For good. That's all we need. Not this BS. So that's it, right? Movie over. The villain is defeated, the day is saved thanks to the Powerpuff Girl, Spider-Man. So, yeah. Final thoughts? It was okay, you know? It wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything great either. But, you know, I'd say, yeah, check it out, I guess. Whatever. I'm out of here. See ya. Oh, for the love of crap, it's Twilight New Moon all over again. You know, that thing that happens when your movie just keeps ending, and ending, and ending, and ending. Fine. Look, I know it's because of loose ends that need to be tied up. It's why the ending of Deathly Hallows was such a disappointment. We never got to see all those loose ends get tied up. And yes, I know we still have Harry out there. I know his plot needs to be resolved. But here's the thing. We could have easily finished his plot in the 3rd movie. Just think about it for a second. We do all this build-up, the movie ends, then we see Harry as the Goblin in the post-credits scene. The freaking end. But no, we've got to finish up this plot so we can start 30 more in the Never Gonna Happen sequel.
you meant you said no.
Why does he sound drunk?
You don't give people hope. You take it away, I'm gonna take away yours.
No, quick, run! Harry! Harry, put her down!
Harry, this is between you and me. You want to fight? Fight me. Let her go. Very poor choice of words.
No!
Peter manages to save her for now. And then they fight. And fight. And fight. All the while, Gwen is literally on the brink of death. But sadly, Peter isn't strong enough to stop a giant clock.
Of course, there's always my way.
Gwen? Hey. Stay with me, stay with me. Stay with me, stay with me. You stay with me. Gwen? Gwen! No, please, please.
Wow, this is heartbreaking. And now imagine the repercussions. With both the captain and his daughter, people are gonna start calling Spidey the Stacy killer. Will he be branded as a killer? Will there be a manhunt out for him? What? But what about Jackass Guy? Do we ever get to see his comeuppance? Yep, nope. Instead all we get is a cut to Gwen's funeral. But you know what? We're still not done. Even though by all intents and purposes the movie should end here, we've still got 10 more minutes to go. Peter stands around staring at Gwen's grave for over 6 months apparently. We then cut to Ravencroft.
Leave us.
Oh hey, it's Fedora. What is he doing here?
I've identified several worthy candidates. How many men did you have in mind?
I want to keep it small. Everything you need is already at Oscorp.
So Fedora goes to special projects, and we get to see that scene in the trailer was actually at the end of the movie. Nice one. We go back to Peter and Aunt May.
You know, it's so funny. I've been trying to clean up around here, get organized, and been putting some of Ben's stuff in boxes, and it's so funny. The heavier the box gets, the lighter I feel.
You throwing his stuff away?
No, God, no. I couldn't do that. It's part of me. I'm just finding a better place for it.
So, in other words, hold on to the memories of those that are gone, but don't let them rule over you. A good lesson to learn. But that's not where Peter learns this lesson. Instead, he plugs in his copy of Gwen's speech.
No matter how buried it gets, or how lost you feel, you must promise me that you will hold on to hope.
And notice there's no wind sound blowing in the mic like there would be at a real outdoor graduation.
My wish for you is to become hope. People need that. And even if we fail, what better way is there to live? I know it feels like we're saying goodbye, but we will carry a piece of each other into everything that we do next. To remind us of who we are, and of who we're meant to be.
Okay, no. No. You cannot do this. You are not allowed to do this! First off, we already did this in the last movie. Remember Uncle Ben's voicemail? And I love that scene in the last one. It was a really great scene. But here, it just feels like we're rehashing it. Second, that was not part of what we heard in Gwen's speech earlier. You know, it sounded like it was almost done earlier. Third, this is what spurs Peter to decide to be a hero again? Not because it's what's right, Not because it's selfish to just give up, but because of Gwen's speech. That does it. I'm saying it. Tobey Maguire is the better Spider-Man. Say what you want about how he cried a lot, how he was a good Peter but a lousy Spider-Man, but in Spider-Man 2, Peter has to make a choice. Either give up his now normal life and what he wants once and for all, but in doing so, innocent people will get hurt without him, or become the hero he's supposed to be. You know, with great power comes great responsibility. At least Tobey's Peter had a reason. He lost his powers, and the confidence he had in himself. What's Garfield's excuse here? His girlfriend died and now he's sad, so he's not going to help people, even though he has that great power, so therefore he still has that great responsibility. If anything, Gwen's death should have spurred him to try to be a better hero. You know, I won't let anyone else die because of me or in my inaction? No? Okay then. How many people are you willing to bet have died because of Peter quitting? So many things he could have stopped, so many lives he could have saved, but nope. I got more than my girlfriend, who I broke up with earlier, got back together with. Then we figured we'd run away to England together in a totally unrealistic fantasy. Sorry. So Peter decides it's time to put the suit back on, and Giamatti returns, now as the Rhino. And I'm just going to leave this here. This Rhino suit looks stupid. A kid. Why the hell aren't they telling people to get out of here and just let them stand around and watch? And you know, this scene was cute in Iron Man 2, but here it feels like a ripoff.
Hey, Spider-Man.
I knew you'd come back.
Yeah, thanks for stepping up for me. You're the bravest kid I've ever seen. I'm gonna take care of this jerk. You go take care of your mom, okay? All right, get out of here. Go.
On behalf of the fine people in New York City and real rhinos everywhere, I ask you to put your mechanized paws in the air.
Never! I crush so I kill you. I destroy you.
You want me to come down there so you can kill me?
Yes!
I'll be right there.
Alright, we're going to get to see Spidey versus Rhino on the big screen for the first time. Here it comes. Here we go. And so that's The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I think it sucks. But I don't hate it, nor do I condemn liking it. I mean it. If you like this movie, good on you and more power to you, but I just can't. It's not all bad. It has some really good things going for it. The action is decent, the acting is spot on, the web slinging scenes are fantastically epic. Sally Field, while she may not be Rosemary Harris, still does a good job as Aunt May. I mean, really, she is such a devoted actress and steals every scene she's in. Honestly, I wanted to see more of her in this movie. Spider-Man would be nothing without Aunt May to guide him, and what we got here was really good. And I'm really hoping Marissa Tomei, despite being only 50 years old, will be just as good as these two in the 2017 movie. And now for the things I hate. It's drawn out. There's too much going on. Electro sucks as a villain. Peter's character getting derailed. And what happened to Peter and Gwen's chemistry? In the first movie, they had such a great chemistry together. But here, they're reduced to two idiots who just laugh awkwardly at almost everything the other says. The high school drama stuff is distracting, and Spider-Man is barely in the movie because more focus is put on Peter. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, mind you, but it's best if we have an equal balance of Spider-Man and Peter. Not just put more focus on one over the other. The soundtrack is at best okay and at worst bizarre. Another thing is it draws so many parallels with Spider-Man 3. Too many villains shoved together, the breakups, the obvious foreshadowing, and then of course the shallow story. And lastly, remember how I brought up Twilight New Moon earlier? Yeah, this movie suffers from a lot of the same problems as that one. Not just the drawn out ending or most of the movie forsaking a plot for sequel bait, but also the new things introduced in the movie change almost nothing to the overall story. I mean, Peter finds Roosevelt and finds the video of his dad, and then that's it in the final cut. That's all. You mean the one thing that Peter was focused on the whole movie didn't have a bigger impact on the plot? And then just like with New Moon, This is not a movie, this is a prologue. And after reading the possible plot for the next movie, I'm quite frankly glad they decided to sell the rights to Marvel and reboot the franchise again, because that movie would not have been any good. Like I said, if you like this movie, good, more power to you. But I seriously doubt the series could have improved after this. Especially if they were really going to go with this. Well, next time it's finally time to finish off the Star Wars prequels with Revenge of the Sith. Until then, I'm the Shady Reviewer, and these are the shadows of the past.
Stop, and everybody here trying to get on top. Everybody from the birth down to the block. Gotta hold on tight and don't let go, let go. So you think you hot? Gotta grind hard, give it all you got. You can have it, you can have none. You see that a lot in the ghetto.
When the patient woke up, his skeleton was missing, and the doctor was never heard from again. Anyway, that's how I lost my medical license.
Alright, we're finally going to get to see it. Damn. Finally going to get to see it, damn.